Hey everyone, all sorts of last minute things going on here behind the scenes. Yeah.
It's amazing what happens behind the scenes.
Right,
you know?
in the moments right before
That's
we go
right.
on.
But I tell you, I have a confession this morning.
What's that, Mikey Hood?
Well, I've been having this reoccurring nightmare that right before, the hallway walk that we do right before the show starts, that I fall flat on my face and that I can't get up and that you have to start the show without me.
Well,
and
thank goodness it hasn't happened.
I know, but I thought because today is Friday the 13th, I was nervous because I thought that it was going to happen today.
So are you superstitious? Like, do you think Friday the 13th is a bad day?
I'm not. I don't know where that comes from, but I have this nightmare, and so I'm just glad that I made it today.
You did very well. I thought your walking was great.
Yeah.
Some of the best walking I've seen.
Thank you very much.
Well, for some people, they are a little nervous today. There are actually people who fear the number 13, triskaidekaphobia, and so that's real for them.
Yeah.
But today is Friday the 13th. It is also something else that I didn't know about, but we learned this from this National Calendar Day. It is National Hug Your Boss Day.
Oh, did you hug Jill today? Jill's our producer.
Oh, I hug Jill all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't hug her today, though. But no. But the website, and I think this is smart, says do this with caution. Ask permission first.
Right.
Because it could lead to kind of an awkward situation if, and some bosses you hug and some bosses, they're not huggers.
They're not huggers.
You can get a vibe sometimes, right?
Well, David, I have to ask you a question.
What?
Can I have a hug?
Oh, I'll give you a hug, yeah. All right.
And it's not that he's my boss, but he keeps me in check.
All right. Well, no, I'm a hugger, so I like hugs.
Me too.
All right. So today is yet something else. It's National Blame Someone Else Day.
I like this day.
Now, it turns out that this is celebrated the first Friday the 13th of the year, which turns out to be today.
Today, yeah.
And the idea is, so if you run into some bad luck, you just blame it on somebody else.
I could get used to that.
No, I'm all about like owning up to it whenever you screw up, but it's kind of fun to have a day
It is
like
fun.
this.
So if I ever do trip on the walk into the studio, I'll just blame David and say he tripped me.
Yes, yes. It's David who's the klutz. And that's what I was going to say. It's far more likely that I will fall down. It's far more likely I will fall out of this chair now. I tell you, I have no coordination. Yeah.
Well, I think you do pretty good. So one more thing to mention about today, that there's also a full moon tonight.
Yeah, Friday the 13th and a full moon.
It's called a harvest moon. And it got its name because extra light in the evenings gave farmers extra time to harvest their crops. And the best time to see it will be early Saturday morning around 12:30 a.m. I'll be asleep, so I'm going to miss it.
I'll be asleep too probably at that point.
Yeah.
But then take a look at this. So to rival the full moon, we have video of a beautiful sunrise this morning. Photographer Scott Danka captured the video. Look at this. Look at this.
Beautiful.
Coming up over Pittsburgh, so striking, and it looks just as full and round as the harvest moon. Really, he's an awesome photographer, but that's a great sun.
He needs to sell this video to someone.
Well, in fact, he sort of did. We bought it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So
Okay.
it kind of worked out for all of us. Yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Continuing our theme of sort of slightly unusual things, I think we've been talking about today.
I feel very unusual this morning.
We're in the middle of a palindrome week. Maybe that's why, Mikey.
Yeah.
So you know what a palindrome is. It's like a word that is spelled the same forwards and backwards. Well, take a look what you can do with the dates for today. It's actually a 10-day stretch, but from today forward here, we wanted to show you. So they're the same frontwards and backwards.
Yeah, I didn't believe that this was the case. So I had to take a pen and write it the right way, the forward way, and then do it backwards, and it does work. It really does, yeah.
It's true, yeah. You can do this
amazing.
up until the 19th. And some news reports were saying this is the last time of the century that you can do this. But then we got an email. Here at KDKA, we got an email from a school teacher in Virginia, I believe, and she said her class has been working on this.
Okay.
And they said, no, not true. And she sent us the stretch of 10 days. She says it happens again in 2021. It also happens again in 2028.
Oh, good. Well, that's something to look forward to.
So, yes, if you haven't celebrated Palindrome Week, you still can do it in the years to come.
So much fun. So we have an update on the Popeyes chicken sandwich.
This is the story that won't go away.
So, of course, people, they're clamoring to try this sandwich, and there's been a nationwide shortage. And Gail King, she got a chance
Somehow
to try it.
Gail
Yeah.
King got a sandwich. We have not gotten sandwiches. Not that we're bitter.
Yeah, right. So I am a little bit bitter. So this is a joke, and Popeyes put out a tweet with a video. And so the video suggests that you can bring your own bun. Bring your own bun. So kind of like a BYOB.
Right.
Right?
In fact, well, you'll see, because it's a video that's on Twitter, and let's share it with you now.
It's just 3 tenders.
But that's already on the menu.
And I have to bring my own bun.
What the Seriously, when are you getting the sandwich, though? Okay.
See, I love on the box of tenders now, it's BYOB.
BYOB. So funny. Because I'm thinking that the bun is part of the deliciousness of the sandwich.
I
Because
think
it's supposed
so,
to be
too.
toasted and buttery.
Right. I mean, this is all a joke, but some people on social media, they don't think it's so funny. They're like, cut out the crap, Popeyes. Give me a sandwich.
Right. At first, I thought it was bring your own booze. And I'm like, what is Popeyes? What are they on to now?
That's a whole new thing at Popeyes. Yeah. But no, in this case, it stands for bun. But, what I wonder about is the shortage. Like, is this a manufactured shortage? Just to get everybody talking about it.
Increase
Everybody
demand.
wants, right? And now this bun thing just to keep us talking about it. Like, it could be the biggest marketing ploy of all time, or they've just created a sandwich that was so good that they've run out of.
I think it's a little bit of both, because if the sandwich wasn't good, at this point, it would have gotten out by now.
Right.
So I think
People
it's
would have
pretty
said.
good, but it's a genius strategy, and I don't think that they spent a lot of money on this marketing ploy.
No,
so
but the
that's
video
pretty cool.
was cute.
Yeah,
so
it
we wanted
was.
to share that with you. All right, so here's a question for you. How much do you tip at a restaurant?
Oh.
Yeah, 15, 20%? Does it really depend on the kind of service that you get? This is something that gets a lot of people talking all over the place.
Right.
And there's a new survey that came out about who is most likely to tip. This is done by creditcards.com, and it says that men and millennials are the worst tippers, and women and baby boomers are more likely to tip well. 77% of the people always give something to servers at a restaurant.
But here's the thing. The numbers drop with food delivery people, hairdressers, and taxi drivers. And so here's a little bit of advice on what to do.
Here's a general rule of thumb. If somebody's making things easier for you, they're going out of their way to do something nice for you, I would feel compelled to give them a little something. And I think in particular, if this is somebody that you're interacting with regularly, that's all the better.
I think that's good advice.
I think so too.
I always tip. I love it when they figure out the math for you, though, like on there, because I'm the worst math person. And you go to Canada and you pay with a credit card, and they bring you like a little machine that it will, like, you just put 20% and it'll
Oh, you
figure
just
it
tap
out
the
for
button.
you.
Okay,
Yeah, which
that's
I
convenient.
love that.
Me
I mean,
too.
Canada is ahead of us on this.
They are.
Yeah.
Well, I have a very strong feeling on this. Like, I always have to tip 20%. And I mean, I think it comes from working as a waitress, but I mean, that's what they survive on, or tips.
Yeah, I mean, those service jobs, I believe that part of what is factored in is the tip money. That needs to be
Right.
part of it, and without it, they'd be in bad shape. So I probably over tip, if anything.
I do too. And I mean, the service really has to be, like, you almost have to threaten my life.
Right, it has to be atrocious for
Just
Mikey Hood.
horrible
not to tip.
for me. Not to. I'll always tip, but
Yeah.
like maybe to go down to 15%. But
Right.
it really takes a lot for me to get there. But I truly believe in the tip.
Yeah. The service industry is very difficult.
I agree.
Okay, we are excited to take on a new project here on PTL. Team PTL will be heading up this year's KDKA TV Turkey Fund Drive.
Right. As many of you know, KDKA reporter Al Julia started the drive in 1982. The need continued, and so did the drive. Now it's a KDKA TV Thanksgiving tradition. Thanks to your donations and generous matching funds from PNC Bank, we've been able to provide meals to those in need through the Greater Pittsburgh Community Food Bank.
Yeah, I love this project.
Me too.
Team PTL could not be more honored to continue the tradition of giving. And now it officially kicks off next month, but we got started a few weeks ago with a visit to a school to film a promotion that's already airing on KDKA. So we went to the school, we went to St. Bernard's in Mount Lebanon, and it was really funny to see the little desks in there, because you forget how small everything is. We had to behave ourselves too, so we didn't get sent to the principal's office. But these are some shots, behind the scenes shots. We went to the school because we're really encouraging area schools to get in on this drive by putting some fun in the fundraising. Many schools already do this, actually.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I missed this competition because we were at Tall Ships in Erie, but so much fun. So they hold competitions and dress down days and have been so wonderful to raise money for the Turkey Fund. You know, kids really get into the spirit of helping others. So here's a look at the finished promo.
We're so excited to be part of this year's KDKA TV Turkey Fund.
And we want your school to be part of our team and help raise money for families in need.
It's the perfect way to learn about giving back to the community, and you may be featured on Pittsburgh Today Live.
For more details, head over to KDKA.com.
So let your child's school know about getting involved.
Yeah, they can have a competition there, and we love it whenever they're involved.
Yeah, okay.
Great program.
It is. So we want to share some more pictures. We have a lot of pictures this morning because we shot another Turkey Fund promotion yesterday.
Yeah, this was actually in someone's kitchen, someone here at KDKA. People don't realize how meticulous it is to put together a promo like this, because when the cause is so important, you just want it to be perfect. So it took a while. So this I want to show you sort of behind the scenes. Jim Baloris from PNC Bank was there with us because PNC Bank is our partner in all of this. We had a lot of fun. Basically an early Thanksgiving dinner for us to shoot this promo, but you see Heather was there.
I'm on my phone.
Mikey's on her phone. She's texting someone. Selena's chatting there. We also have some still pictures that we want to show you. So the first is like in between takes. So this is like a goofy selfie that Ron caught. And that's Jim from PNC in the middle. And that's the crew. So they had to hold up these like boom mics over, you know, I'm sure their arms got tired at the end of the day, but that was fantastic.
It was.
And then here's Heather, and baby Rocco was there in a bow tie. Yeah, baby Rocco. He made everybody smile. And then I had a chance during one of the breaks to hold baby Rocco. And Selena took this picture on her amazing phone. And I love how baby Rocco's looking at me.
I know, he's so cute. He's just looking at me like you're his everything.
I don't know about that, but then.
Well, even Ron Smiley's daughters got a chance to watch Rocco while we shot one of them. And here's the thing. A lot of you have been asking, when will Heather return? And we miss her too. But the news is out. She will be back October 10th. And
October 10th.
October 10th. So we're so happy because she got a chance to spend some time with the girls and, you know, baby Rocco. So that's been great.
Yeah, we cannot wait. All right, we could keep talking all day, quite literally, but Jill is telling us not to because we want to move on because there's tremendous stuff coming up in today's show. We are live this morning with one of our favorite guests, Penguin. Of course, Penguin, the PTL puppy, he is with Selena Pompieri and the Pittsburgh Riverhounds. We figured since he is a hound, he's going to fit right in. Well, coming up, an update on Penguin and the Riverhounds' undefeated streak at home, plus a mac and cheese fest and Toby Keith. All great stuff coming to Highmark Stadium.
We're also live at Heinz Field, getting ready for a big weekend there with Fan Fest and the Steelers home opener. Find out about special plans for fans coming up.
Plus, comedian Ian Bagg is here.
Why did you
He's
point
a
at
really funny guy at the Pittsburgh Improv this weekend. And if you go, be prepared to be singled out in the audience. We will show you what we mean. That is coming up. Thanks for being with us on this Friday the 13th. We feel lucky to have you with us.